onto the Rift we go then, and we spoke before in Picks and Bans about how important the mid lane matchup was, but kind of going hand in hand with that is, of course, the mid jungle 2v2. And in the early games, or in the early part of this game, as Nagia getting caught out, there's a dredge line from Zuhao. Nagia might be forced to flash here.
Yeah, it doesn't have a flash.
Has been burnt, and Hero's going to flash forward just so that he can secure that final auto attack. And as you mentioned, there is no flash on Nagia, so it's just an easy picking for Team Secret.
Yeah, one way to start off the game. Nagia not having the flash, getting caught in this tri-wash while he was scouting for any possible invades, and well, he was getting invaded. Tough luck for him, I guess. And he also started off with a skip and slash with the dash instead of the Gwen, which is something that he doesn't necessarily want to. And that's of course a great start for the side of Hero. Getting first blood onto this Jax, and it's even the TP flash Jax, which in this case of course pretty much helped him to really like cover the distance to really get the kill going for him. And yeah, Jax ahead against Gwen so early on is pretty much disastrous, I would say, because while Gwen is getting counterpicked by the Jax, it's something where at least in the first few levels he could usually do some work. With this early game lead for the Jax, it will be very hard to do so. You will see how it really played out. Yeah, just Juhao being up there was something that was very much surprising for him. And yeah, just one more hook, one more snare coming out. Ignite is ticking, and Killer Queen. I mean, he's a Trundle level 1. He can't really help there.
Did Team Secret know that Nagia was in that bush? Did he ever show from the bush, or was it just Team Secret assuming that Team Wells will 5-point strike, so the Gwen should be sitting there? Great charm from Artifact onto Glory. Penguin shows up into the lane, and it's another kill for Team Secret. Quick as you like.
And this really shouldn't happen. I mean, Glory still being in the position of his flash, and Kinwood not really the strong early game ganker, getting another lead for the side of Team Secret in the mid lane as well now. So it's just the whole top side being ahead now. And I want to go back to the question that you just now asked with them. Maybe knowing that Nagia was there, I think they kind of were like playing like, if he's there, we kill him. If he's not there, then I guess we just don't get a kill. And just let them playing their chances. And yeah, turns out the chances are pretty good for them, as they just now get a very strong early game lead.
Killer Queen, though, looking to make an aggressive play of his own, looking towards the Hero. The counter-strike will buy time and will root Killer Queen in place and allow him to leap out to safety.
Yeah, him able to, of course, have this leap as like the replacement flash, I would almost say, to get out of those sticky situations, mean that this, of course, won't be a successful returning gank by the side of Killer Queen. So him wasting a bit of time in this top side, as he doesn't really get much against Hero. However, the lane state is very, very favorable for the side of Nagia, so he can at least make a bit use of that situation, as Hero, of course, wants to have this wave a bit closer to his own turret and wants to push this wave out completely, so it will bounce back. Right now, of course, Nagia is pretty much happy where it's really going. And Penguin, oh, sneaky, steals the big chicken away. And Killer Queen with no lunch money right now.
And now he's looking towards Glory. However, the concrete sands will allow Glory to slide out of range of any spells from Artifact. Critically, that charm that could lock him in place once again for Penguin to pick up another kill. So far, so good for our first Kindred game of the split.
Definitely, and as we see that, it was Killer Queen recalling on a ward in the top side rush, and Hero just finding him, so Killer Queen wastes a bit more time, and as I say that, the next gank is coming.
Here is Eddie, the flash hook. Ariete able to dodge it, but the Yuumi cannot, and CBR will fall. The kill goes into the pocket of the Team Secret ADC.
Yeah, it's also just very beautiful on the side of Team Secret how they really spread those kills, while it's just bot lane being a little bit ahead, this kill just now going towards Eddie. We have one kill in the top lane, one for the Kindred itself on Penguin. It's basically just now Artifact kind of missing out on the fun, and even he, like he's even in CS, he has like this one assist money at least going for him, and with his whole team kind of stampeding ahead, it's just a very easy game for the side of Team Secret right now, and Team Wales in general just not respecting ganks properly.
Not respecting the power of the Kindred, maybe thinking, oh, it's the Kindred, we don't have to worry until late game. And Penguin saying, no, you do have to worry. Interesting thing about Penguin, so for those people who don't know, we had a podcast earlier in the week where the coach for GAM, or one of the two coaches for GAM, Hanke, joined us. And we posed a question to Hanke, which is, what is the all-star team of the VCS? But we gave the condition that Hanke couldn't pick GAM players, otherwise he'd just pick nothing but GAM players. I'll go back to that point momentarily, as we do have a fight. Killer Queen taking so much damage, but the heal is enough to keep a Killer Queen alive. Artifact are preventing Glory from making his way over. Dredgeline lands, but there is the Emperor's Divide. Killer Queen takes more damage, but still is somehow alive. And Ariete on the run. Spark Surge over the wall, but the Spirit Rush from Artifact is enough to get back on top of the Zeri, and Team Secret pick up their 4th kill of the game.
And this is so scary, the 4th kill coming out. This time it's also, of course, just as well Artifact being on the scoreboard with him getting his 1st kill. And we need to highlight here is that it was just a 3 versus 4 of outside of Team Secret, and Team Secret was winning it. That's just how scary it really was. Also, Yuumi, TBL, just being forced to burn the heal just to heal out Killer Queen so he wouldn't go down initially. Killer Queen also burning the flash to try something offensively. And as I say, that top lane going a bit ishy. Grandmaster's Might will still be on for Hero.
Hit level 6, and now he's going to use the Grandmaster's Knight, and this is surely a dead Nagia. Hero picks up the solo kill, meanwhile Penguin picks up the Drake.
And it's the new Drakes, right? It's a new patch coming out. The individual Drakes, they were kind of a meme before, and as I will come back to that point later, we see Juho hitting this first hook onto Siriel, who didn't get it to attach to Killer Queen. Killer Queen now being chunked out by the squad of this very strong kill in the early game, forcing the heal out of CBL. CBL now attaching to Ariete, and Artifact just covers his entrance by hitting the charm on towards Glory. Glory with a decent Shimmer shuffle, but that wasn't enough to get anyone low enough to really get this fight propelled. As in the picture another fight is starting.
CBL ignited, burning down. Will he die? Yes, he will. It's Suha who gets the kill, and Ariete left all by themselves. Penguin is taking a lot of damage from the burst fire, but Eddie is prepping the wave. The dredge line doesn't land. Penguin able to sidestep the Ultra Shock laser, but sadly for Ariete, can't sidestep the Boomerang Blade. Team Secret 7-0. And this hasn't felt like a terrible game from Team Wales. This just feels like an incredible game from Team Secret.
I think Team Secret hit us talking shit a little bit when we were like talking about, they're stagnating, kind of slumping. They are first in the standings, but not really that good. They just now look really, really good. Like the first gank working out, and Kindred just stampeding ahead. I'm kind of sad that Carrix isn't here to really judge me on anything I say about this Kindred champion. But this just now shows that Kindred is also kind of an early game champion, despite having so much scaling in her arsenal. And Team Secret is really just propelling ahead. Yeah. And what I wanted to address earlier was this dragon thing. Like, the individual drakes were kind of a meme, and then they got buffed so much. It's like 50% more HP they have, and also 50% more value for every individual drake. And they got this drake, while Glory just got casually killed, I think.
The charm doesn't land, Wolf's Frenzy will, and the Lab's Respite will keep Penguin alive. 8-0. Hero, though, you have to be careful. Do you have... Nope, no Counter-Strike available. The perfect game is over. Team Wales get their first kill.
Just had to happen, right? The Gwen Soul killing the Jax to avoid the perfect game. Hero getting a little bit overconfident, but that's something that could happen in this matchup, especially early on. Either way, I think overall, still, of course, very great game for the side of Team Secret, with that small overstep being like the little thing we have to criticize there. That's something that maybe a team like GAM or Second Buffalo or SPTC would punish them as well for even harder, as Nagia. Yeah, he hits his needles this time. Yeah, Hero just fights into them, fights into a very huge minion wave that is just crushing down onto him. The minion wave, I would say, almost doing more damage than the Gwen right there. But, of course, yeah, good job, Nagia, I would say, being on your best champion and pulling off that solo kill. But overall, very good game by Team Secret. They were winning on both sides of the map simultaneously earlier on. And I think even with that solo kill, there's not that much that Team Wales can do.
We're not even 10 minutes into this game right now, Quincy, and we're talking about a 3.5k goal lead. Team Secret are going to pick up the Rift Herald. There's still a lot of tower plates to be taken, especially in the mid and top lanes. We'll see where Penguin does want to drop the Rift Herald. I would say put it towards Hero on that, Jax, because if he could just continue abusing Nick Gear in this top lane matchup, there's going to be so little that Team Wales can do.
I think you could just throw it bot lane as well, because there's only 2 platings left to just secure this first turret bonus gold and then just break open the map, especially like towards the next Drake. It would be very interesting to do so. He would now in the 1v2 or 1v3 as Yuumi is also there. But Hero, of course, I mean, despite being flashless, he still has this leap strike to just escape to his own ward. So he will be fine. And yeah, speaking of the Herald placement, I would maybe just put it bot lane, but just very, very closely before this Drake would spawn, as he would secure the first turret bonus gold and also the Drake itself. But the bot lane doesn't seem to need any help right now.
On the hunt into the dredge line, Ariete, though, will use the ultimate. Now trying to kite, but Zuhao saying, look, my Q's back up, flashing over the wall is Eddie, and Zuhao ends up picking up the kill. Arietti thought that he could kite that one out. He could start going on the offensive. And Team Secret say, absolutely not. We've got a Kraken Slayer. It's a first item completed on the ADC. Penguin getting run down. No ultimate available. Meanwhile, Glory dying in the solo kill to Artifact. So a 2-for-1 across the map.
2-for-1 across the map. And maybe this is why Hankai was actually waiting Eddie as the best non-gam AD carry of the league. Because he does stuff like this, right? Just flash blindly over the wall to finish the kill. Meanwhile, of course, solo kill against Penguin was kind of unfortunate. Just face-checking into this trundle, you could still run him down. Kraken Slayer, Kimmit does a lot of damage, but not having the Gale Force means he cannot really get out of there. Artifact lands another clutch charm. Why are we even replaying this? It's just usual Artifact gameplay. It's just another day on the job for him. As that one.
Okay.
Okay, that's
replay.
why. Yeah, that's why. Spirit Rush to dodge the Emperor's Divide. Okay, yeah. Artifact has my babies.
You tried to flame the observers, and you just, you got owned.
Yeah, I got absolutely owned. Speaking of observer-to-observer communication, Hero just now gets this 1v1. Or doesn't.
So much damage from the Gwen, flashing out of the final proc of the needlework. And the snip almost claiming Hero's life. I think Killer Queen will claim it, though. There's nothing this Jax can do. Absolutely nothing whatsoever. And it's an easy kill for Killer Queen.
That's a small win for Team Wales, I would say. I mean, they were losing this Drake anyway, and they just now at least get this one kill and some plating money. As I say that, though, the bot lane from Team Secret is here. The bot lane from Team Secret is very scary.
Suhao, I don't think you're making this 2v3 work. You're gonna have to run. And now he's in a 1v3. He is able to land the dredge line. Now the depth charge. Landing onto Killer Queen. Look at the damage being output by Eddie. And Killer Queen just goes pop. In the end, it's Artifact who claims the kill with a rogue Orb of Deception.
Yeah, just the rogue Orb of Deception to get the kill for Artifact. Him now also snowballing. It is, of course, there's one pick that would maybe fall off in the later game on the side of Team Secret would be the Ari pick, which is also the solo mage damage threat on their composition. So Artifact getting the kill, very important for them. They just now also dropped the Rift Hill in the mid lane to get all this map control going for them. As Yuhao, I don't know why you are there, but you somehow are.
No.
And next to
that,
at
this moment he realized he messed up.
Exactly. And also huge for them, which you just now see on the minimap, the Scuttle Crab has a marking and Penguin has all his eyes on top of that and can easily secure it. So would be one other mark for the Kindred. I also want to see the Observers I recently flamed undeservedly to show it again.
Eddie?
Yeah.
Fair enough. I guess Eddie wants to take part in getting the most solo kills this split.
I mean, he has seen all the Emperor stats. It was like 32 was the number, I think. Eddie has his number printed into his brain right now. And he wants to catch up. I mean, there's still some time left in the split, and yeah, maybe his one for the top spot starts today.
So to go back to what we were saying before, and you kind of mentioned it a bit with your Eddie point, is during our podcast with Hanke, we spoke about who he thinks are the best players in every role, excluding GAM players, and 3 Team Secret players made it through, one being Penguin, the other two being Artifact and Eddie. I think Penguin was one that surprised me. I think Eddie also surprised a lot of people, but Eddie really proving himself this game. And right as we bring that up, now he's getting the Lamb's Respite. It was all a bait and switch. But Killer Queen will be able to survive for a second. I thought Penguin was going to be able to turn that, but in the end, he can't, and all he can do is keep his ADC alive.
But you know why Eddie survived that, right? It's just because Penguin is the best non-GAM jungler in the VCS, so he just had to be there. He went right place, right time, Lamb's Respite, very clutch coming out from him. And this, of course, means Team Secret gets to live another day, as Hero maybe doesn't get to live another day, as he gets stuck in the 1v1, but he just baits a TP from Glory and just walks out full HP, basically. What a gear, chat.
Absolute chat. To be fair, though, we saw the gold numbers for a second on the screen. Hero is the only member of Team Secret who is behind in gold to their lane counterpart.
Yeah, that's definitely something that speaks in Nagia's favor, as Gwen is definitely something he can still play even against Jax throughout the mid game, as we just now see. We remember him getting solo kill, but then just returning the favor and getting a solo kill himself. Of course, with the Ignite kill pressure, it's something he can do. And I think, however, I don't remember the gold numbers quite that much, but I think he wasn't
it was
that
like
far ahead. Yeah, it's just in the number of hundreds. It's basically them being even and the rest being far ahead. That's kind of the essence of what you were saying. And we see the gold buff, right? It's 7k gold overall. 2 Drakes, which now, of course, means something in the stat department, as Ocean Drake and Mountain Drake are also even like before the buffs were like the best early game drakes to really have, especially the ocean one. And Mountain definitely being something that is relevant if you want to prevent getting one shot from anything. And that of course means Secret very much in firm control of this game, as objective bounties are also starting to show up on the map.
And something I do want to bring up is Team Wales don't let anyone think that this rules them out of this series, because it was only just 1 week ago in their series against Cerberus that they dominated Cerberus and took, what was it? It was nearly a 19-minute win. In the end, it became 23, as that is Ariete getting absolutely caught. In the end, is Zuhao claiming yet another kill on his support Nautilus. But to go back to the previous point, they almost won a game in 19 minutes, and then the next game they almost lost, and it became a 40-minute bloodbath that they narrowly scraped to win against Cerberus.
Yes, speaking of that, this time Team Secret making a very quick deal out of it, as we seem to see. Next Herald pushing away this tier 2 turret pretty easily. Will likely also get another charge, as Ariete is getting sieged down by this boomerang blade, and they try to defend this Herald charge, and I think this could be a bad idea.
Yeah, Team Wales just trying to force Team Secret away so that they can't pick up this inhibitor tower. All the while, Hero split pushing in the bottom lane wasn't really able to do too much work onto the bottom lane in a tower, but got the wave shoved in. Whoa. Denied some CS and XP from Team Wales. As for a second I thought I saw 2 Gromps on my screen, so I think I'm going crazy.
I think one of those was the Jax, and it was just Hero recalling.
Okay.
I wonder why his recall didn't get stopped, because I think I saw a smite animation going towards him, or maybe it was just Killer Queen smiting the Gromp, I don't know. One of those, maybe we're just hallucinating.
Red buff smite doesn't do any damage, right? So it wouldn't cancel back.
Doesn't deal any damage? It does a little bit of...
No, so blue buff, not blue buff, blue smite, chilling smite does damage.
Yeah.
Red smite reduces damage output and slows, like.
Oh, it's the mini exhaust thing. Yeah, it's true. I'm completely hallucinating right now. Either way, this of course was the third Drake being secured by the side of Team Secret. Luckily, I would always say for Team Secret, it's just a Cloud Soul, so it won't just be like a game deciding soul in the teamfight department on itself. But of course, this Cloud Drake also helping them to really stick to the target, especially Killbit is very happy about that. And maybe we will see an Elder this game. I am a bit doubtful of that though, as the game is very much snowballing out of control. And Team Wales will likely face a Baron fight in the next few minutes, with Team Secret just easily being able to start it. Killbit, very good Baron damage, as well as Jax and Silver have. And I think they could easily tank it for days. So this will just likely be in some few minutes. Team Secret starting off the Baron, bait out the fight, and then just turn and absolutely demolish what Team Wales has to offer.
13 kills for nearly a 10k goal lead, 18 minutes in. Team Secret have been in complete control of this game, apart from a couple of picks that they've had. We saw Zuhao on the wrong side of the top outer tower at one point, and Hero getting solo killed, and then there was one point where Penguin got caught by Killer Queen and CBL in the jungle and ended up falling. But it's been very minor mistakes, and it's, as you alluded to earlier, Quincy, is now Glory getting caught out, looks for the Shurima shuffle, catches Penguin, Lance Respite will keep Penguin alive. Ultra Shock laser, Penguin will heal up. Zuhao flashing forward, looking towards Ariete.
Oh, the
takes
ricochet.
So much damage as a ricochets. Just a bounce between the members of a Team Wales. Nagia teleporting in, drops down the needlework, looking towards Eddie as Artifact easily gets a kill onto Killer Queen. And now Nagia is stuck in a 1v4. The Hallowed Mist will buy a little bit of time, but he can't get anywhere near Penguin. And it ends up being a double kill for Artifact.
And props to Zhuhao for interrupting the Gwen mid-air to prevent anyone from going down. Gwen, of course, very strong skirmish ability, but not in a 1v4 where she can just get kited for days, especially with Zhuhao being there at the right place at the right time with all those lockdown abilities. And this fight wasn't even that forced by the side of Team Secret, but Wales went for it anyway, got rightfully punched for it. Now 10k gold down in their own regard, and Team Secret can just keep pushing. The wave clear from Ariete being there, but not being enough to clear the whole wave. So it will just be another turret falling down. And Hebo wasn't even in that fight, remember? He was just catching up some solo experience in the bot lane. And Team Secret just now, they just now only need to close out pretty much one game already. And we know in the VCS, of course, for some teams that's not the easiest task to do, as we here see the fight again. Artifact fighting against Glowy, hitting the Everforce cone for the snare, hitting the charm as well. Flash, Shuma Shuffle coming out, and Penguin dropping low, but Lamps' Spite keeping him alive for now, as he can just now kite back with the healing coming out. Lightning Crash hit the targets, but doesn't really have any base damage. Ricochet ended up killing the AD carry from the side of Team Wales. And with that, no damage really being done by them, as Nagia gets kited up before members, and Glowy couldn't really fight this fight as he was dropping so low against Artifact in the first place.
I really do want to praise Penguin this series, because let's not forget, in picks and bans, both sides banned out a lot of junglers, and it was Team Secret that started the war of just ban-bamming. And I think we saw, about 8 junglers banned away, but Team Secret were ready. They had an answer. They knew that they were going to put Penguin on it to this Kindred, and Team Wales putting Killer Queen onto this Trundle. It's not something that has been able to come anywhere close to the amount of aggression and the amount of ganks that Penguin has been able to bring to Team Secret.
Yes, as we see the Knight's Charm landing. Killer Queen might just die before the Baron is even finished.
Yeah, Zuhao and Eddie just taking the Baron as Artifact, gets the kill onto Killer Queen. And now Team Secret, they're just going to hop back into the Baron pit and pick that one up. So, Team Secret multitasking 101, I guess.
Absolutely, and they can actually afford it because they're just so far ahead. By just 2 members not even being needed to kill Killer Queen, it's enough to just have Penguin and Artifact for that job. As you would usually expect Penguin to be there to secure the Baron and just be in the pit 24/7, but he doesn't even need to be. He's just there for the damage. Also, insane DPS build coming out for him with the Kraken Slayer Blade of the Wound King coming out. I mean, no HP stacking armor tank is really doing anything against it. It's just true damage and also the percent HP max damage. So much attack speed in general. The markings of Killed also really wrapping in. And yeah, Killer Queen can't survive that at all right now. With, of course, this being Team Secret gets the Baron, gets so much more map control than they had already, and can easily secure the soul right now.
I don't know if I like it, but Hero's build. He's got the Hex Drinker for Nagia, and then he's got the Warden's Mail for Killer Queen, just to make sure that nobody can kill him right now. Just a few extra defenses before he picks up another aggressive item.
Yes, that's the second bot lane tier 2 turret is now getting done. Multitasking as with that, right? They do the Cloud Wake while being on the siege with the Baron buff, and there's really nothing Team Wales can do. I mean, they just need the perfect hard engage miracle fight and just catch out Eddie, but Eddie deathless this game, Artifact as well. Nothing really stopping Team Secret here.
I'm already starting to look at who I'm giving MVP points to, as Nagia has already died. Team Secret looking for more. They find the kill onto Ariete, and there's just 3 members of Team Wales left standing. And Team Secret say, hey, we're done with the bottom lane. We're fed up of this.
Charm.
That charm from Artifact. You can't do that. Then the flash hook coming in from Zuhao, Hero jumping forward, and Team Wales just get obliterated. Team Secret, this is one of the best performances I have seen from them this split. The Lamb's Respite will keep Team Secret alive as they march on in to the Nexus Towers. They have another Baron empowered wave. They don't even need the super minions. There won't even be a chance for the super minions to arrive as Team Secret take a dominant and comfortable game 1.
Yeah, very